I'm using Collage Pauge and just laying down a very thin layer so I can do an image transfer with the image that I pulled off the internet and just printed on my printer. And you can see that I laid it down face down and rubbed it down really hard with my hand, and then used the heater, the heat gun, and just actually let it sit while I went and had dinner, just so it was nice and really sat there well. And here all I'm doing is taking some water with my finger and just kind of gently rubbing on the back of the image. And what that's doing is taking the layer of paper off, and then you can see the image underneath. I'm probably not going all the way down as far as I could. I do kind of like the rough texture that I'm getting, and you'll have to experiment with that and see what you like. And then I just dried it really well to make sure that it was really dry. And here I'm using some pan pastels to give it some coloring, and I have some other videos on how I've used different mediums to color in faces, so I won't go into that here. I did use the pan pastels around the rest of the page and colored it in, and I did that because I wanted the image itself to be seen. When I was done with the pan pastels, I did use a fixative. I took it outside, just sprayed it really quickly. And then when I was done with that, I went ahead and used, this is window paint that I just bought on clearance at the craft store. And I used that with a little card, and I'm just swiping it around, and I have other videos where I do this as well. This is a pretty common technique. Also use some gesso, or you could use some white paint and some other acrylic paints that I have, and just smeared them around. And then after I was happy with the look of the paint overall, and I felt like the image was kind of really grounded on the two-page spread, I used Uni Posca Paint Pens to highlight some areas, as well as do some simple journaling at the top and the bottom of the image, and then also to journal on the right-hand side of the page.